because us not knowing and just walking around in the blind and not having this information is a detriment. And a lot of information, a lot of great information is kept from you, probably, right? Just so you won't attain the benefits. Or you just doing a disservice to yourself and not seeking the information. So veterans, go seek the information. It's all there. Speak to your veterans rep. Go to the VA in Varick Street, the VA central office here in New York City, in the city in Manhattan on 23rd Street, I believe. There's a lot of benefits that we could obtain. And a lot of this, and I know a lot of this because I did my own due diligence in seeking the information. Yeah. So that's the thing.
Yeah, I feel like with things like this, you gotta get like very curious. You know, don't just like take the answer of one search and let that be your only answer to everything. You know, dig deeper, and like you mentioned, like you'll go down rabbit holes for certain things.
Right.
And then there's other people, right? Like you mentioned, you don't know that you're in front of a veteran when you're in front of a veteran sometimes.
Right.
Unless you're like at the VA, let's say, or you see somebody's plates. But, you know, maybe for some of the veterans out there, they just start asking other veterans, like, hey, do you own a home? Or what was that process like?
Right.
Or go to Varick Street or go to
seek the information. That's the only way you'll really truly get everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Even in terms of school, right? I went to school. I got out of the military and I didn't know what to do. I went back to a regular job, right? So a friend of mine told me, hey, you know that the VA pays for your school and pays you to go to school. I didn't know this. So I did my due diligence. I went to the VA. They told me what I was eligible for. They covered the entire 4 years of my bachelor's, right, and some of my master's. And they gave me a stipend to go to school, a monthly stipend. So even when you look at something like that, and you start to think, wow, a lot of veterans don't know about this. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone catches this jewel from this episode and says, you know what, let me check, and they're eligible to go to college free, to any college at that. You go to college for free, you get paid so much you won't even have to work. You'll
that's
focus
an
more on
awesome
school.
Incentive, man. I mean,
so that's an incentive to go get your bachelor's, even your master's at some point, or your PhD. Depends on what you're benefited for, right? So seek the information. You might be withholding yourself from your next level, because this allows you to free up some space, focus on school, and take your family into a different situation at some point, because you're carrying that way too. So who knows?
Yeah. And thanks again, man. Shout out to veterans. Yeah. I mean, we have like all these freedoms in our country that I think we could take for granted from time to time, and sometimes we don't realize the sacrifice that people put in to uphold those freedoms, and with that sacrifice comes great benefits as well. You know, I know there's I know it's not like all easy, and it's not like the easiest transition for people coming back home, let's say from serving time in the military, but at the very least, like there is this line of benefits that now can extend far beyond you as a veteran, but now it positively affects generations to come, right? Like so many of us have realized like the benefits of property ownership and how that doesn't impact like just one family or just one generation. I just put something up on YouTube because I get a question a lot, right? Like some people are like, you know, does it make sense to buy property in New York? Does it make sense to invest in New York? And what I oftentimes tell them is like, short term, if you're looking over the next 2, 3, 5 years, probably not. Like the numbers look horrendous. Even if you're putting down a substantial down payment of 20, 25%, cash flow a lot of times is not there. A lot of times your rental income for that property doesn't even break even and cover all of your expenses. But when we take a huge step back and we're looking at like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the road, we can potentially positively impact 3, maybe 4 generations
100%
through one property, you know, sometimes, right? Because through that through that one investment, you're taking equity out that can fund another investment. And now the only thing you put down was your closing costs in the beginning, in your example, right? Like you put 0% down. in 5-10 years, you could have enough equity to build to buy a property in Texas. Let's say
100%.
maybe move in it whenever you feel like you're tired of New York, right? So it's such a like huge benefit now. I had a question, man.
Two things I would like to just end on the veterans benefits thing. One, as you're purchasing a home, right, and you go through the VA loan process, at the very end of it, when you close out, you know, the VA loan is also in place if you go through hardships times where you lose your job, right, and something happens, they'll be able to cover you for an extended amount of time. And when I say extended, I mean extended.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a veteran and you're seeking a home, and then, you know, things happen in life and you end up falling short financially in some way or going through rough times, the VA will also back you in paying the house off until you get back on your feet. That's a benefit. The other benefit I would like to openly say here as well is for the GI Bill, which is the bill that allows you to go to school completely free. If you don't want to take advantage of it and you want your spouse to take advantage of it, she can. So your spouse could go to school completely free and get paid while she's going to school. Your kids can take advantage of this. So just be well-versed in what the VA offers you. That's for all the veterans.
Those are huge like gems right there, man, because
and you don't see that anywhere.
Yeah,
you don't see people talking about this. But this is what it is. We need to inform each other. That's all.